In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on December 21st, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Golden State Warriors versus Minnesota Timberwolves. The Golden State Warriors are preparing to face off against the Minnesota Timberwolves on Saturday night at the Target Center in what promises to be an intriguing Western Conference showdown. The Warriors currently sit in 10th place in the conference standings with a 14-12 record, but they are reeling from a 3-game losing streak. Their most recent outing was a crushing 144-93 road defeat at the hands of the Memphis Grizzlies on Thursday night. Meanwhile, the Timberwolves are slightly better positioned, sitting in 8th place in the West with an identical 14-12 record. However, they too are looking to rebound after suffering a 133-107 home loss against the New York Knicks, also on Thursday. This contest marks the third of 4 scheduled meetings between these teams this season, with the first 2 games resulting in a split. Both squads are dealing with absences due to injuries, as the Warriors continue to play without Moses Moody and the Timberwolves remain without Joe Ingles. The season series is currently tied, with each team claiming victory on its home court. Recent weeks have been particularly challenging for the Warriors, as their veteran core has struggled to maintain consistency. Stephen Curry and Draymond Green had subpar performances against Memphis, appearing fatigued and off their usual rhythm. On the other hand, the Timberwolves had been in excellent form before their loss to the Knicks, winning 6 of their last 7 games while showcasing a strong defensive identity. Back on their home court, Minnesota is expected to reassert its defensive dominance and stymie a Warriors team still adapting to roster changes. Golden State's strength as one of the league's better 3-point shooting teams will be tested against Minnesota's elite perimeter defense, which ranks 3rd in the NBA. Moreover, Anthony Edwards should exploit a favorable matchup against the Warriors' smaller backcourt, featuring Dennis Schroeder and Curry. Defensively, the 2 teams are trending in opposite directions. Over their last 4 games, the Warriors have allowed an average of 112 points, whereas the Timberwolves have conceded just 92.6 points across their previous 5 contests. Looking at the season-long net ratings further illustrates the contrast. The Warriors rank 14th in the league with a 1.9 net rating, while the Timberwolves sit in 10th with a superior 3.1 net rating. Although the Warriors will be motivated to bounce back after their lopsided loss to the Grizzlies, their recent form, losing 8 of their last 10 games, raises serious doubts about their ability to recover quickly. The Timberwolves, who also aim to rebound following their defeat to the Knicks, hold a strong advantage in this matchup, having won 5 of their last 6 games against Golden State. The Warriors have particularly struggled on the defensive end, allowing a staggering combined total of 287 points over their last 2 outings. In stark contrast, the Timberwolves had been playing some of their most effective basketball of the season before their recent setback. Golden State's season appears to be teetering on the edge, with their lackluster performances making it difficult to avoid pressing the panic button. In light of their respective trajectories, the Minnesota Timberwolves to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. With the emotional weight of facing former Timberwolf Karl Anthony Towns now behind them, Minnesota is expected to return to its defensive roots in this game. The Timberwolves have demonstrated a remarkable ability to hold opponents to low scores, limiting 7 of their last 8 opponents to 92 points or fewer. On the other hand, the Warriors are coming off a dismal offensive outing, having scored just 93 points in their most recent loss. In fact, Golden State has failed to reach 100 points in 3 of their last 4 defeats. This trend is likely to continue, given the formidable defense of the Timberwolves. Both teams have shown strong defensive capabilities recently. The Warriors have allowed an average of 112 points over their last 3 games, while the Timberwolves have given up just 105 points in their last 5. Throughout the season, both teams have excelled at defending the perimeter. Golden State ranks 7th in the NBA in opponent 3-point percentage, holding teams to 34.9%, while Minnesota ranks even higher at 3rd, limiting opponents to 33.8%. With both defenses excelling and offensive struggles in play, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Philadelphia 76ers versus Cleveland Cavaliers. Two Eastern Conference teams in vastly different circumstances are set to face off, vying for a victory along the shores of Lake Erie. The Philadelphia 76ers hit the road to square off against the Cleveland Cavaliers in an intriguing Saturday night matchup. Philadelphia, who played at home on Friday night against Charlotte in the opening game of a back-to-back set, is looking to sustain momentum. In their previous outing, the 76ers secured a solid 121-108 victory over the Hornets on the road Monday night, successfully covering the spread as 2.5-point favorites. Meanwhile, Cleveland also played on Friday night, hosting Milwaukee in their own back-to-back scenario. The Cavaliers delivered an impressive performance earlier in the week, steamrolling the Brooklyn Nets 130-101 on the road and covering the line as 10-point favorites. Historically, the 76ers hold a slight edge in the all-time regular season series with a 118-110 record, but the Cavaliers have claimed victory in the last two meetings. This includes a 114-106 road triumph in their first clash this season. Back on November 13th, Philadelphia continues to deal with injuries as Caleb Martin and Jared McCain remain sidelined. On the other hand, Cleveland is without Isaac Okoro, impacting their depth on the wing. Considering how the Cavaliers dismantled a red-hot Bucks team fresh off their NBA Cup title, it's challenging to bet against Cleveland moving forward unless they experience a significant downturn. When these teams met in November, the Cavaliers emerged victorious by 8 points on the road. Cleveland now has the added advantage of facing a 76ers squad that will once again be without their anchor, Joel Embiid. The Sixers star center had been hitting his stride, and despite returning quickly from a recent injury, the team is exercising caution by resting him in back-to-back scenarios. This decision heavily favors the Cavaliers, as Jarrett Allen can dominate the paint defensively without the challenge of battling Embiid's physical presence. Additionally, Cleveland's precise shooting has been a cornerstone of their success this season. Although Philadelphia has managed to string together some wins recently, they have yet to win 3 consecutive games this season. Notably, Cleveland boasts an impressive 15-1 record against the spread at home, making them a formidable opponent in this scenario. Both teams are navigating the second half of a back-to-back set, but Cleveland has the benefit of staying home, avoiding the fatigue that comes with travel. The 76ers have demonstrated a pattern of resting key players such as Embiid and George in these back-to-back situations, making it critical to monitor player statuses leading up to tip-off. Cleveland's dangerous offense, coupled with Philadelphia's struggles on that end of the floor, tilts the scales further in the Cavaliers' favor. Known for their home court prowess and offensive efficiency, Cleveland is well positioned to secure a victory over the 76ers in this matchup. While both teams are dealing with the challenges of consecutive games, it's difficult to confidently back Philadelphia given their underwhelming performance throughout the season. Conversely, the Cavaliers are not only winning games but are also excelling against the spread, holding a remarkable 20-8 against the spread record this season. This consistency has reached a point where backing Cleveland feels almost automatic until proven otherwise. Although the line may appear steep, the Cavaliers' current form justifies faith in their ability to win and cover the spread. Therefore, the Cleveland Cavaliers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. This contest pits one of the league's most potent scoring offenses against one of its least efficient. When these teams first met, they combined for 220 points, narrowly surpassing the 218.5-point total. Philadelphia ranks 27th in possessions per game, but they have shown some improvement in that metric over the past couple of weeks. Cleveland, on the other hand, ranks 13th in possessions per game, demonstrating an ability to adjust their offensive tempo based on the opponent. Recently, the Cavaliers have scored 115 or more points in their last 3 games and in 7 of their last 8. Without Embiid, the 76ers have averaged 110 points in their last 6 games, a slight increase compared to the 107.5 points they averaged in the 3 games he participated in before his absence. On Monday, Philadelphia tallied an impressive 121 points despite missing their star center. So far this season, the two teams have collectively played in 29 games that have hit the over, and their last 10 meetings have seen the over hit 7 times. Philadelphia entered Friday night with a modest 12-11-1 record for hitting the under in their first 24 games of the season. They rank last in the league in tempo, averaging just 96.6 possessions per game, and sit in the middle of the pack in turnovers with 14.8 per contest. In contrast, Cleveland has gone over the projected total in 17 of their 27 games this season, reflecting their offensive efficiency. The Cavaliers rank 5th in the league in limiting turnovers, committing just 13.2 per game, while their tempo ranks 7th, averaging 100.2 possessions per game. With Cleveland's high-scoring tendencies and the recent history of overs and matchups between these teams, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Washington Wizards versus Milwaukee Bucks. Two teams from the Eastern Conference, each with vastly different standings in the playoff race, are set to clash on the court in Milwaukee, often referred to as Cream City. On Saturday night, the Washington Wizards will hit the road to face the Milwaukee Bucks, with both teams looking to secure a crucial victory. The Wizards are coming off a confidence-boosting 123-114 win at home against the Charlotte Hornets on Thursday night, where they managed to pull off an upset as 4-point underdogs. Meanwhile, the Bucks played against the Cleveland Cavaliers on Friday night in a Central Division matchup, marking the first half of their back-to-back series. Prior to this, Milwaukee claimed an impressive 97-81 victory over the Oklahoma City Thunder in the NBA Cup Championship game on Tuesday night in Las Vegas, also winning outright as 5-point underdogs. Historically, Milwaukee has dominated this matchup, holding a commanding 133-96 lead in the all-time regular season series. That dominance includes a 124-114 home win earlier this season on November 30th. Both teams are dealing with significant injury absences heading into this game. The Wizards remain shorthanded, with key players Saddiq Bey and Kyle Kuzma still sidelined. Similarly, the Bucks are missing Damian Lillard due to a lingering right calf strain. Washington managed to snap out of their cold streak with an unexpected win over the struggling Hornets in their most recent game. On the other hand, the Bucks had been red-hot until they fell to the league-leading Cavaliers in their last outing. While Washington enters this game riding the momentum of a victory and benefiting from an extra day of rest, their defensive issues have consistently been their Achilles heel this season. This could spell trouble against a Bucks team that has started to find its rhythm after a sluggish start to the year. Despite Washington's defensive shortcomings, their rest advantage and recent win against Charlotte give them some edge heading into this matchup. Conversely, Milwaukee is dealing with a fatigued roster as Giannis Antetokounmpo and Damian Lillard are banged up, and the team is playing the second game of a back-to-back set as part of their fourth contest this week. The Bucks will likely adopt a win-and-get-out approach, trying to preserve energy amid the recent wear and tear on their players. Given the circumstances, the Washington Wizards to cover the spread as underdogs is our full-game side pick. Entering Friday's action, Washington had stayed under the projected total in 12 of their first 25 games this season, with one game ending in a push. The Wizards rank 25th in the league in turnovers, committing 16.3 per game, but they excel in terms of pace, ranking 4th with an up-tempo style that averages 102.5 possessions per contest. On the other hand, Milwaukee has stayed under the total in 14 of their 25 games so far, heading into Friday's matchup. The Bucks rank 10th in the league with 14 turnovers per game but are more moderate in pace, averaging 98.5 possessions per night, which places them 19th in the NBA. Interestingly, each of the last 5 meetings between these teams has gone over the projected total. With Washington's defensive struggles and their inability to contain opponents, this game is likely to follow a similar pattern, exceeding the total. Thus, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.